What's up guys, Jordan here with another video. Today I'm kind of actually gonna play with some camera gear. So I usually film on a big DSLR camera. It's Sarah's camera, but I really don't like taking that thing everywhere with me. It's kind of obnoxiously big. Taking all the lenses, whipping that thing out in public is never great. So I'm going to try to come up with some kind of rig for my phone. So right now I have an iPhone 6s, and you know that may turn into a different phone down the line, but I'm gonna go look kind of at gimbals at Fry's Electronics, see if there's a good iPhone gimbal that I can pick up. They might not have them in stock. Best Buy doesn't have them, but I'm gonna find out. I'm gonna take you guys with me. We're gonna grab some Mexican food. We're going to put together some kind of rig for filming. Let's go to Fry's.
It's a cold, hard world outside my window, where people don't know which way to go.
We got it! Nope, not that. We also got some other stuff. Fry's is a great store if you haven't been. There it is. This is the Zhiyun Smooth 4. So this is gonna be hopefully what I'm gonna film more videos on. Essentially, it's a gimbal for a smartphone. So I'm gonna mount my phone on there. Hopefully the audio is okay. That's the only thing that could be a variable that might need some work. So I'm gonna kind of play with that once I'm back home, and we'll see how it looks and sounds.
Mexican food.
And we're also going to get Mexican food right now. All right guys, got the Mexican food and have the Smooth 4 gimbal. I'm gonna go to the dog park now in a little bit with my crazy pups, and we're going to experiment with this to kind of show you guys how it'll work, to see what kind of footage we can get just with an iPhone. Like I said, it's an iPhone 6s that I'm using. I'm using the camera to film the gimbal that I'm about to review, so I'm not going to have the phone in there for this part of it, but you will see some footage later on. Here's the packaging it came in. Pulled out this case. I've already charged it. I've already played around with it a little bit. This is what it looks like. It comes with this tripod attachment. This is pretty nice. You can actually stand the gimbal up and you can, use it just as a tripod. So it folds out and it screws right into the bottom of this right here. So this is pretty nice. A good way to balance it at the beginning as well, to save some power, save some battery with that motor. It comes with a quick start guide. The full owner's manual is a QR code, which is in that guide. I read over that, watched the tutorial videos on their YouTube channel. I can link those down below if you guys want, and that will help you as well. This is what the whole gimbal unit looks like. This is the Smooth 4. Like I said, I've already taken this out of the box. There's a lot of different cool things with this. Right now, this is in basically rest mode. I don't remember the exact term they call it, but that's pretty cool. So you can just store it like this, so it's not flopping around everywhere. Then when you want to use it, you simply pop it off right here where it's locked. There's lots of controls here. It took me a while to figure these out, but once I did, I really realized how robust this thing was. I'll go over all these different controls, kind of tell you what I like and don't like after I use it for a full evening. But the phone basically just goes right in here, slides right up against there, and you have your gimbal working. So you just power it on, hold this for 2 seconds, and then choose your mode. So you have 4 different modes. You have pan focus, you have lock, you have 2 modes back here as well with the trigger. Basically what these are going to do is just choose different ways for you to be able to move the gimbal and how the phone tracks. So if you hold down the button in the back, you can move it anywhere, right? Up and down, side to side, and you're going to have the phone go with you. However, if you're on lock, for example, the phone will be locked forward on your subject, so you can move the handle around and the phone is going to stay looking at that subject. So I'm going to use all of these and experiment with them, but they're all pretty sweet. So here's where you start the recordings. You have the record button, the photo button, lots of different camera settings as well if you use the app that they recommend and they kind of shoot you over to in the owner's manual. You have all these different adjustments: exposure, the front or the rear facing camera, the playing media button, the manual mode, lots of filters, lots of different shooting modes like slow motion, time lapsing, all these different ones. Really cool. This one is really cool too. This is new, I guess, on the Smooth 4. This one basically can either be a zoom mode, so as you select this button, it can either zoom in and out, or you can adjust the focus. So you're going to either have portrait or landscape as you adjust this. Pretty nice. I think I'm really going to use the zoom a lot because it's really hard to get smooth zoom, especially on a phone, let alone a camera. So this is something that I'm going to really use in my videos that I think will make it a lot better, as well as the focusing. So I'm going to go experiment with this thing. Like I said, I've just played with it, took it out of the box. This is my initial impression, and I think it's pretty good. There's a lot of different options. There's a lot of cool stuff that I would have never thought of to put on this, and I think it's going to be really handy for me in the future. Let's go to the dog park. We're going to Red Butt Isle here in Austin. I'm going to let the dogs run around and be crazy, and I'm going to capture it with just my iPhone and the Smooth 4 gimbal.
I breathe you in 'cause you're standing still on my pillow. I stay home with you inside my head. We'll go undercover, I will be your lover. We're up through night and day. Come on, let me hear you say, let's go undercover. I wanna be your lover. I don't want the games they play. It's not us, so we better stay. Is this real? Could this be a new beginning? My whole world falls apart with just the thought of you. But there's a fire in my soul that keeps me spinning. And screaming now, it's the time to follow through. We'll go undercover, I will be your lover. We're up through night and day. Come on, let me hear you say, let's go undercover.
Okay guys, so you saw me go through and use that Smooth 4 by Zhiyun. It's like the third gimbal I've tried out before. The first one for smartphones, so I've used a GoPro one. I have the Karma Grip for GoPro. I've used a DSLR gimbal that wasn't my own, but I did get a good feel for it. This was the first smartphone gimbal I've used, and honestly, I can say 9.5 out of 10, just using it so far. Audio wasn't distorted at all because of the gimbal, which is a problem with the GoPro one, of course. The controls were awesome. I could zoom in, I could blur, I could do different styles of locking. All in all, I think it's a great product. I think it's awesome, as they say on the box, for mobile filmmakers. You have a great camera right there on your iPhone or on your phone, so I'm giving it a 9.5. I would say I'm taking away a little bit just because of some issues I've heard of with Android users, especially with their app. So a lot of those controls on the Smooth 4, you can only use with their app. And if you aren't able to launch that app or it crashes on you as an Android user, that's a problem. On my iPhone 6S, it really works great, and that's not a new iPhone by far. I think it's gonna be really good for the channel. I think it's gonna be really good for me to be able to get some mobile footage, to be able to get some on-the-go footage with what's right in my pocket and the camera that I have available. It's portable, it's light, the controls are great, and it really gets some great footage that, you know, you probably couldn't even tell us from an iPhone if I didn't tell you, and if your editing skills are even average at best. So that's it, guys. I'm giving it a 9.5 out of 10. Love this product. Gonna really be using it a lot in my videos. Gonna be filming a lot on the iPhone just for convenience sake. Thanks for joining me for this video. Give it a thumbs up if you liked it, and subscribe to the channel. So that's today's video. Thanks for joining me. I'll see you guys in the next one.